Yet there it was, left on my desk like a ghost that found its way home. Stamped classified, edges burned, the smell of ink and guilt still fresh. The photographs inside didn't show war. They showed what came after. Bodies that weren't in the reports. Faces erased from the system. Outside, Washington was quiet, streetlights humming in the fog. Inside, my hands shook, not from fear, but recognition. I had seen this before. I had helped it disappear. And someone wanted me to remember. I told myself it was curiosity, not guilt, that made me open the file again. But guilt has a sound. It hums like fluorescent lights in an empty office. Each page was a reminder of what we called collateral. Civilians mislabeled as threats. Photos doctored, reports rewritten. I remembered the names. I remembered the meetings. There was one photo that shouldn't exist. A boy, maybe 14, lying in rubble. The timestamp placed it 2 days after the official ceasefire. I signed the document that said that strike never happened. The handwriting on the margins wasn't mine, but it knew me. It said, "You buried them. Now dig them back up." Whoever sent it wasn't looking for justice. They were looking for witness. I started seeing the boy in my sleep. The same dirt, the same angle of the neck. His eyes never accused me. They just waited. Patient, silent. At work, everyone smiled the same corporate smile. We were experts at pretending nothing happened. That's how nations stay clean, through shared denial. But the notes kept coming, slipped under my door, folded in newspapers, tucked inside my briefcase. Each one detailed a truth I once helped erase. A woman disappeared after testifying. A journalist found dead in a motel room, ruled suicide. All names I'd redacted myself. I realized it too late. This wasn't blackmail. It was resurrection. Someone was unearthing everything we'd buried, and I was the only one who could read the language of the dead. And somewhere in the back of my mind, I started wondering if this was my punishment or my redemption. The final envelope arrived without a return address. Inside, a USB drive and a note. "You already know what's on it." They were right. The drive contained raw footage from the night of the non-existent operation. No edits, no filters, just a thermal view of what we called target neutralization. Except it wasn't. It was an evacuation site. Children, medical workers, and my voice, giving the authorization code. Calm, precise, believing the intel was real. I watched myself become the villain history would never record. Then I saw who handed me that false intel, the secretary himself, smiling as he lied. And I understood. The crime wasn't a mistake. It was policy. Manufactured chaos to protect contracts, control narratives, sell weapons. We called it national security. But what we secured was silence. And I had been its architect. Justice doesn't come with sirens. It comes with timing. I uploaded the footage anonymously to every major outlet, encrypted, time-stamped, verified. Then I scheduled a press briefing under my name. When the secretary arrived, smiling for the cameras, I handed him the final envelope. He recognized the handwriting. His face cracked, just slightly. "You think this changes anything?" he whispered. "It already did," I said. By the time the broadcast hit, he was already trending. His voice looped, giving orders he once denied existed. I didn't wait for applause. I didn't need to. Justice isn't loud, it's precise. And in that silence, I watched a system built on lies start to eat itself alive. No bullets, no blood. Just truth, sharpened into a weapon. He tried to bury me too, but ghosts don't stay buried. Not in this country. It's quiet now, too quiet. No calls, no visits. Just the hum of the refrigerator and the ticking of the clock. Two machines still pretending to be alive. The nation moved on, of course, they always do. A few resignations, a few statements, then another scandal replaced us. But I see them, the faces, not in dreams anymore, in reflections, store windows, puddles after rain. I tell myself I did the right thing, that truth matters. But the truth is what killed them, and what keeps me breathing. I was part of the system that fed on silence. Now I'm what's left of its conscience. And if you ask me why I did it, I'll tell you this. Justice was never about mercy. It was about memory. And I remember everything.